Hi everybody, Carlin here at May Blossom Design, and today I am super excited because I have a fun video to film today. Vevor reached out to me recently and asked if I would be interested in reviewing one of their latest pottery wheels, and of course I said absolutely. These are considered like a budget-friendly wheel, and I am all for that. As a small home studio hobby potter myself, being able to keep the hobby affordable is really important to me. So I'm really excited to give this wheel a try and let you know what I think and if it's going to be a good buy. So let's get started and let's open up the box. Right off the bat, it's packaged quite well. You do get a set of tools. So you get some sponges, you get a metal rib, a wooden rib, you get a wiring tool, and then you also get some trimming tools. So that's pretty good value. You also, the cord, you also get an apron, as well as looks like, oh, awesome. You get all of these different carving or trimming tools. So that is pretty great. The tools alone so far are really great. Okay, so here's the splash pan. Okay, so this is the wheel that I got. It looks like the 10-inch wheel head, which is a good size, especially for hobby potters or beginner potters. It has a splash pan. Sorry for the loud noise. Okay, so it does have a swivelly splash pan, which is great for cleanup. It looks like this one also has an LCD screen. Let's just double check how we got to do this. Okay, so right off the bat, this one, as far as I can tell, does not have adjustable legs. Some of their models do. This one does not. So I think what I'm going to do with this one, I think I'm going to try to stand up and throw with this one because it is pretty low to the ground. So I'm going to try to do the stand up. Now, I think it'll work good, especially with this, that I can control it with this. It does come with a foot pedal as well that you can control it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it with the foot pedal and with the LCD screen so you can see me throwing and see how it works. So let's get it finished putting it together. So this is your power cord. Connects right in. And okay, so first I'm going to show you, this is the LED screen, which is really handy, especially if you're somebody who, say, doesn't like using a foot pedal. You can control it all through here. So that's the power button, obviously. So just turn the power on. The red means you can adjust with your hands. So it just goes up in five rotations per minute. 50 is the slowest. And I'm going to try with the foot pedal too, just to see if maybe you can even control it a little bit less than this. But if you're just using hand controls, this is the less it goes. And then you just do that for that. You can change the rotation, and it reverses it to go if you're right or you're left-handed. There we go. Okay, so let's give the foot pedal a try. So then with the foot pedal, okay. So the foot pedal, I will tell you at the moment, is very sensitive. Like I am barely touching it at all. That is full speed. Okay, so first thing I notice is the foot pedal is a little bit delayed. I'm just going to give it a tighten. Okay, so anyway, you can either use your foot or your hand. I'm going to throw standing up because like I said, without the adjustable legs, it's a little bit short for me. And I don't have anything in my studio that I can prop it up with unless I find something. But for right now, I think for the demonstration, I'm going to throw standing up. And let's see if we can make something with about a pound of clay. Okay, so we're back again. I'm going to give you a little bit better view of the tools that you're going to get. So these are all the trimming tools. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8. There's 8 different trimming tools or carving tools, whatever you choose to use them for. And they're all different shapes, all different sizes. I think they'd be really great. Okay. So then you do get a wire cutter, which is always handy to have because they do wear out. So there's something good to have. Sorry, I'm getting my clay all over here. You get a wooden and a metal rib, which you're always going to use some type of rib for whatever pottery you're throwing. A needle tool, a wooden trimming tool, and then 2 metal trimming tools. So that's a pretty good value. You also get a sponge, and I'm going to throw standing up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the hand mode first. So this is just over a pound of clay, probably 1.25 pounds of clay. And then I think halfway through, I'll maybe switch to the foot pedal so I can kind of see which I like better when I'm throwing the hand or the foot. I'm also going to throw standing up. So this is the first time for me throwing standing up. It's something new for me. So I kind of figured on a little wheel like this might be great to try. So let's get throwing. So, and I apologize that you can't see behind me when I'm using this screen, but I didn't really have the right angle for it. So I need to change my rotation because it switched on me. Okay. So I'm going to go right to the max, which is 300 RPM. A little bit of water. So I can definitely tell that it feels really great. That's just the splash pan that you hear. Sorry. It is a little bit louder, but not that bad. One thing I'm noticing is that with your hand controls, it's staying 100% consistent. I'm not noticing, sometimes with a wheel, your pressures can go off a bit, and I'm not noticing that. Sorry, that is the splash man again. So I'm just going to open it up. Compress my base. And then I'm going to slow down. To just under half speed. I think maybe now, yeah. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to do the hand controls for at the moment and see how this goes. So I'm going to throw with only the tools that they gave me. So I'm using the sponge that they gave me. So I'm going to use one of their trimming tools. So I think I'm just going to make a little bud vase or a small vase. And again, I'm finding, like I said, with the hand controls, it's staying very consistent. So that is really nice. So I'm just going to use the needle tool that they gave. Cut my rim off. I think that if you can hear, there's like a little vibration noise. I think it's just my splash pen. I think if I was on a little bit more of a level surface, it probably wouldn't sound like that. So I'm just going to take the metal rib that came. And I'm going to remove all the excess slip. I'm just going to give another little trim. Okay, so my base is done. So I'm just going to stop my wheel. Just going to give my hands a little wash. We'll use their wire tool and wire it off the wheel. Now, I will say this wheel doesn't have bats, doesn't have bat pins. So you will have to find an alternative for a bat system if you want to use one. So we'll just lift that off the wheel. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I got some more clay. So let's just change this to the foot. I will say right off the bat, the foot pedal is definitely more sensitive. Okay, so I'm just going to slow it down. Okay, so yes, the foot pedal is a lot more sensitive, but you definitely can control it. I just want to throw a little pot. So I'm just going to try to slow it down just a touch more. Okay. Okay. So I will say that the foot pedal is a lot more sensitive than the hand adjustments. But once you get it in position, it stays there. So it might just take a little finessing, but it definitely still works good. So I'm just going to wash my hands and then we'll wire it off the wheel. Okay, so I just threw two pieces, one with the hand adjustments and one with the foot pedal. And I definitely prefer the hand adjustments over the foot pedal just because of the sensitivity of the foot pedal, but it definitely works. And I think honestly, if you're somebody who is looking for a budget pottery wheel or you want to get into pottery, but you don't want to invest in a huge expense like a pottery wheel can be, this is definitely a great option. I've never done stand-up pottery before. It worked great for that. So if that's another option that you want to try stand-up pottery, but you don't want to buy a stand-up wheel, this is a great option because I just have it on my regular table. Um, and you also saw me throw them with the tools that were provided and they all work great. So this wheel is something that you can buy and it comes with every single tool that you need to start throwing on the wheel. So yeah, there will be links in the description for this wheel. And I hope that if you want to try it, that you give it a try. And yeah, it works great. I definitely recommend it to everybody that's looking for a less expensive wheel or who's just getting into it. And yeah, I think it's a great buy. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you have one, if you've used one, if you want to give it a try. And yeah, otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.